And with a draft like Void Spirit, Snap, Leshrac, could get jumped on quite quickly there. Unless,
I really
of course,
do like
Meteor
the
Hammer.
Void Spirit Lush combo, though. I feel like they have so much setup where these supports will need to be so careful, otherwise they'll just die to random crap flying all over the place.
Agreed. I think they need a proper frontliner, though. Like a really proper frontliner. On both teams, to be fair. I feel like they both need an offlaner.
Oh, what?
We got a spicy game, boys.
I don't like that pick. Honest to God, I think that's a terrible pick this game.
We got a spicy game. I feel like we're lacking some heavy frontline on gold here.
Dude, they're gonna call the axe.
So it's a 3 Marcy.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay.
Wow.
Axe is all right here. I think the DP ban was peculiar because I feel like Michigan really needs someone a little bit tankier than DP, and they already have plenty of push.
I'd honestly like a Centaur.
I was thinking Centaur.
I know Centaur isn't super meta right now. Dude, get the cart for Lash.
I mean, let's think. There's Centaur. There is...
There's Centaur and Axe.
Incredible here. There's Bristleback. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Bristleback here. I feel like
so greedy, though.
He loves the hero.
It's
not great here. It's not great here. Yeah, it's definitely not great here.
Does Nyx break anymore? Oh, I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised if they picked it, but I don't think it's great here.
Yeah. Oh, they're out of time.
Let's go! We got it! We're running it back!
I'm excited for this. This is going to be a beautiful game.
It's all right.
Terrible.
It's not great against Witch Doctor. And Marcy can jump in, cancel
Marcy
the blink.
can also save heroes as well.
Yeah, it's not as good as it was last week.
Yeah, I feel like it does really well into the Arc Warden though, potentially. Like, it's definitely the catch they needed. I mean, this is... I love watching, like, non-pro Dota, but still, like, official games. It's so much fun to just see what happens, because this is some weird stuff. These are some wacky
What are we excited to see here? What are we excited about in the draft? What do you guys looking forward to?
Lesh Paz 1.
Lesh Paz 1. Let's go.
As soon as the Wind Waker patch came out, I just tried spamming Lesh Paz 1. Did not do very well because I hadn't played Lesh before. I just enjoy Lesh as a hero. He is so much fun to play. You just press all your buttons and you're like the disco pony just walking all over the place, just destroying people and pushing towers. Dude, this Lesh versus Arc Warden, I'm excited to see this go late game. You know, that's a very good point. Yeah. Because if they take this super late, it's gonna be rough. That you do not want to give that Arc Warden time to go online. Although, how's the Bloodseeker matchup into this team comp late game? Because I feel like Lush Eggs could do enough to just deal with it.
One second, about 5-minute delay.
Can they even see what you're saying, Cole?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, cool. I guess I can.
It appears they can.
Wait, this isn't a Marcy 3.
Not a Marcy 3. Oh,
this is a Nyx
it's a Nyx 3. Oh my god, it gets spicier.
This is what I'm excited to see.
Let's go, guys.
I mean, okay, actually, makes a lot of sense, because if you get Burrow Aether Lens and maybe like some utility items to like keep poking spells at the Lash, because that mana burn is going to destroy Lash's entire life. I like it. Okay, I'm excited for this Nyx.
Alright, we have got Witch Doctor starting with a stick, as well as Nyx starting with a stick, expecting some spell spam. Orb of Venom on the Marcy. I'm interested. I don't know if I would personally be going stick against Snapfire Axe.
Seems unnecessary, to be honest. Like, get more regen instead. Stick doesn't
I would
seem that
love
worth.
to see raindrops on these heroes.
Oh,
I feel like
that
raindrop on this Witch Doctor and this Bloodseeker, who doesn't even have the best mana pool in the first place, would be pretty nasty against the Snapfire.
would be very good.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's exactly what we thought it would be in these lanes. We got people walking up from the Dire side into the Radiant jungle, trying to force an altercation. Salt's gonna walk off. They don't want any beef. Same thing happening in the top lane. It looks like they're gonna trade out these bounties 2 for 2. Play it nice and peaceful. Set up into these lanes to get the game underway. So I'm very excited about this top lane, Bailey. Incredibly excited. We got a
Just going to be watching this top lane. I won't even lie. I don't care what's going on in the other lane.
Leshrac pause 1 against the Nyx pause 3. This is gonna be so
exactly.
spicy.
That's enough said. This is going to be the most interesting lane matchup we have all night, most likely.
I wonder how Jhin will fare against the Arc Warden. I don't play this matchup. I don't play mid, but it would be interesting to see where that goes.
I mean, I think as long as he's careful about spirits, it should be relatively fine.
Starting off pretty well in the last hits.
Oh, and that early range creep deny, I do like that. Oh, this Marcy's going low. See, I don't know how I feel about the Orb of Venom this early. Is it worth?
I think it could be pretty good. I think it's fine.
Okay.
I think if she is looking to go into Orb of Corrosion, I probably would have considered starting Fluffy Hat this game.
You deserve nothing. Not for you.
Oh yeah, I think
like...
both of these lineups are so greedy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Arc Warden mid is fairly standard. Bloodseeker's not a hero that needs a terrible amount of farm, and he kind of wants to be aggressive on one item. So I don't think it's too greedy. I think it's more a matter of having the space to get proper fights out in the mid game to make the Arc Warden be able to farm. Because I don't think Marcy provides enough front line for a big 4-mana counter. And they might find this Marcy in the top lane. They did spot him out. Arctic Burn is going to come out. And they're just going to walk away. Oh, Lightning Storm. He is queuing up the Split Earth. Finds another Lightning Storm. Not going to chase him down.
Oh, Marcy actually gets out. Just TP's back to tower. Will be a little low though. They are running out. Actually, never mind. Nyx has a decent amount of regen still in top lane, so should hold up pretty fine here.
There's so much regen on the Wyvern though. Good double Split Earth.
Ooh.
Good amount of damage. This Marcy might drop kind of low. Looking for the Dispose. Does bring him to tower range for 1 or 2 hits, but the Arctic Burn will be enough to bring him back down. They're going to look for 2. Try to get down this Nyx Assassin. One more hit from the Arctic Burn isn't going to be quite enough, but we'll drop him fairly low. His 3 tangos will not quite sufficient to sustain him too long.
I mean, just looking at the last hit difference between this Lesh and Nyx, though, Lesh is already sitting at 13 last hits, potentially going to be 14, while Nyx is sitting at 4.
Yeah.
That is just, like, that's rough to see. And with the taunting high five, alright.
Maledict onto JP in the bottom lane. Cookie going to bring him away from any more further right clicks, but going to take quite a bit of damage from the Maledict, dropping at 300 health. Is a good carry lane for both sides. Oh, the stun from Marcy going in onto Leo. He's going to drop kind of low. He's out of mana, out of resources, out of regen. One more hit from the Marcy and will bring him down. Leo going down in the top lane.
Oh, they're going to get the Wyvern as well with the... Okay, you know what? Orb of Venom. I like it. Marcy coming back with more regen as well so they can stay topped up.
Good turnaround after that first kill on the Marcy.
That was really, really well done.
Top tower is under attack.
But looking at this mid lane, Jhin is doing really, really well against the Arc Warden. A bit ahead in XP. Definitely ahead in both last hits and denies. 4 denies. Not quite going to secure that last hit with the Aether Remnant, but in the bottom lane, I missed it. The axe is going to go down.
It looks like they tried to go on the Witch Doctor and just didn't get the kill.
Bloodseeker is pretty strong in the axe, I feel.
Yeah. And especially Witch Doctor too, because Maledict, like, if you want to go to a kill, you're most likely gonna die on Axe early, I feel like. If you're not
Agreed.
careful.
Radiant's courier
Oh,
has
the
been killed.
boot's going down though.
That's pretty big. Oh, the cookie is
Oh.
not quite going to connect.
The tree got in the
Unfortunately,
way.
Bottom lane.
That is unfortunate.
Just what the
Jin is doing a very good job making sure he stays up on mana because it looks like very soon, I would imagine as soon as he hits level 6, he knows he's ahead of this Arc Warden. He's going to go in right away with full mana. Arctic Burn is not going to be available for 12 seconds, but they look like they're going to chase down this Marcy. Lightning Storm, Nighttime will be taking their vision away.
Oh, got the
While
return kill on
in
the
the
Witch
bottom
Doctor.
lane. I'll get that Witch Doctor kill they were looking for earlier.
It's very nice. I won't lie, this top lane was not as interesting as I was hoping it'd be. Wanted there to be a little bit more bloodshed, but this is not.
You know how confusing it is that 2 of their players are named Salt?
They are?
Both the Marcy and the Bloodseeker are Salt, so I gotta just refer to them by their hero names.
You can go with Pog and Gold, I guess.
Well, we can do hero names.
Oh!
And Celia running a little low. There's gonna be the stun coming out. Marcy. The Impale's gonna come out onto Sealy, dispose backwards. A little bit of damage is gonna come out onto the Marcy. Leo not quite gonna be able to clean up. He's gonna chase. Going to back away. He knows a little better.
Oh, that Bloodseeker was so low in the bot lane. That is unfortunate. If Axe just got a little bit luckier on the spins, that was a dead Seeker.
Both mid laners now level 6. Did not find that kill he was probably looking for. Despite being down 2 kills, Michigan is farming better, so they're still up in net worth. Just 1k.
Oh, Axe already has a Vanguard though. That is very
Top
good.
lane looking to find the kill on the Monkey. Carapace from Arctic Burn will already tick down. Split Earth will be enough to bring down, and the kill goes to Leo. Marcy ditching their mid laner, their top laner. Try to look for a kill in the middle lane. Flux coming out, but good step away. Good read on the situation.
Just want to put a little note on top lane. It is very lucky they got those stuns out when they did, because this Wyvern does not have detection at Nyx at 6.
Yes, going to get bongoed up with that Maledict. 3 hits will be enough to bring him down. Kill does go the way. Oh, good call, good call. If he gets one more spin.
Oh!
One more spin. Not quite there. Gaben was not shining down on him.
I mean, it already felt like he got so many lucky spins in that 2 seconds, so.
Yeah.
Because that was off of what?
Mid lane, mid lane. Jin running quite low. Both mid laners going to call quite low. CS going to TP in. The Spark Wraith. Oh, CS, you're going to be in there. You get quite enough damage. 2 more hits. No uphill miss. The Flux. He needs one more. He does find the turnaround kill. Good TP from CS.
That got him quite a bit of XP too. That is very nice. That's a great find.
Let's bring him ahead. We got some stacks coming in.
Oh, that slowed down the Archorn's Midas too. Crap.
He does have 2 kills and an assist, though. Versus Leo, who has 2 kills and no assist. Oh, the call. Cookie into the call, but the good turnaround stun and Maledict onto Loudbound. Going to be silenced up, but the silence is ending. If he does get the Calling Blade, almost there, but Bloodseeker is just too fast. Not quite going to get the runaway. But it's in a really good position for JP to just cut the lane. But in the top lane, Leo running dangerously low. One more hit from the Marcy is not going to quite be there to cut it. He's going to TP back to base. Finding 2 kills in the top lane. And Leo getting out scot-free. JP's going to happily go and cut that lane again. Slowly shoving that tower. Bloodseeker's going to TP in. Maybe see if he can find CS.
Honestly, I would have liked to see Axe just cut another wave because I don't think there's any way they
agree.
can stop him.
I would have liked
Right
him to
now.
stay as well.
Oh, I mean, that is fantastic.
Done on the top lane into the rebound. The suppose hasn't quite come out. There it is. Taking it slow, doing the damage. Orb of Venom, good. Cold Embrace gonna heal them up for just a little bit. Sealy's probably not going to survive this, but the Arctic Burn, not quite gonna be able to get him away. Good Impale for Monkey.
Dire's top tower
But in the bottom lane, the action's not done. The Bongo's coming in. CS is gonna drop down, and the Rupture onto the Axe will guarantee 2 kills
Your blood is mine.
for Minnesota.
That was a
Losing
very
nothing
nice
in the
turnaround.
process.
I think that Witch Doctor just hit 6 right before that.
Very, very good timing.
I'd like to see the Witch Doctor leave Bloodseeker a little bit more alone for XP because they are currently sitting at the same amount of XP, and this Bloodseeker needs a little bit more, I feel like. Because if they got Rupture sooner, I feel like they could have made a move on that Axe a lot faster as well.
Looking out in the top lane, they don't see the Nyx. There's no sentries, but they do find Salt from Marcy. Leo dropping very low, but the Cold Embrace is going to keep him alive for just a little bit longer. Marcy abandoning the Nyx. Nyx does find the kill onto Leo. If they can find that one last little bit of damage.
Dire's middle tower is
Sealy
under
did
attack.
need to ulti there if he was going to guarantee the kill, but he could turn around and find the kill on someone else. He does still have his ulti. He's holding it. He's got it. He's dropped it onto the Marcy. Marcy gonna take a little bit of damage from the Arc Warden, but 3 heroes lost from Michigan. Getting nothing in the process.
I mean, Arcorn
you
couldn't be
wanna say.
happier about that, to be honest. Level 10 already? I mean, next highest in the game is level 8 on the Lesh and Void Spirit, so this Arcorn is getting a lot more out of this game, I think, than he was
He's down.
expecting.
Rebound coming in. Maledict. Leo's gonna drop down immediately. Nothing anybody can do about that. And he just TP'd too.
That is so unfortunate. You
Oh,
always
the
hate it when you
tips.
get back-to-back deaths.
Is
It
under
begins.
Oh no.
Oh, Blink in. Calling Blade. Not Blink, sorry, Cookie. Blink is not quite there yet. Finding something is good.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Good voice line. They do see Monkey. Arctic Burden. Carapace will stop him in his tracks for a second. Preemptive Dust coming out. Jump in from Jin. Remnant will connect to guarantee a kill onto Minnesota's offlaner.
And the nice thing is, like, while they get these kills on Nyx, even though in most games it doesn't feel like that's major, it is their offlaner. So whenever they get a kill on him, that is still super valuable, and you are getting a core out of it.
Dire's structures are
True.
fortified.
Because I feel like there is just the fact of, yes, you're playing an off-meta core or support. It's like the Sven 4. Because even if
Sven
Sven
4.
dies, normally you feel so good about killing Sven, but he's just a 4 in those games. And in
Monkey
reality,
is
you didn't
embedded up in
do
the bottom
that
lane.
much.
They're gonna look for Leo. They're pinging him out. They see him. They don't see the Nyx. They don't know he's there. He's gonna get up behind Leo. Maybe stepping a little bit too far forward. Minnesota setting up. There's the Rupture. There's the Maledict. A bunch of damage coming out. Sealy is not there to set up with the Cold Embrace. JP's running in, but they're looking to turn around. 1 Calling Blade. 2, not quite. Oh, no, they do find the Bloodseeker, but JP will pay the price of death in the process. 2 for 2. Probably not quite going to be done. Monkey, Marcy, they're all looking forward. They're trying to find Jin. Sealy's coming in. He does have his ult. They're trying to set up ult going down onto the Marcy. The Arc Warden's not quite in range to do the damage, but they're following up. Mortimer's Kisses. Carapace is going to stop in its tracks, but a lot of damage on Marcy in the process. Does have a Cold Embrace on Sealy. We'll keep him alive long enough to make sure the Marcy doesn't find the kill. 3-man Impale. Repeat of last week.
Oh my god, 10 heroes in the bot lane at minute 13. That is insane.
I feel like we're seeing Thunder Bear come back a little bit with that Impale.
I do miss Thunder Bears, Impales, and Earth Spikes.
What a time. Overall, a fairly favorable fight for Michigan, but it looks like they're not quite done. Jin does have 2 steps. He is going to read it. He is going to not quite get impaled. But the Flux needs to make sure that Sealy gets in range. Everyone is going to disengage while Leo and Bloodseeker happily farm in the top lane. They're not done bottom. This engagement never ends.
It really does seem that way.
All right. Jin's had enough. Jin's had enough. He's going middle. He wants to push this tower. Minnesota gets the memo.
I mean, overall, I think that's good, though, if Michigan was keeping the 4 heroes bot, just because Arc Warden wasn't getting the opportunity to farm during that time. He doesn't have his TP boots yet.
This is true. He's not... Oh, he's not even going for them yet, actually. He's going straight for the Gleipnir.
Yeah.
CS is sitting in the bottom lane. I don't think he does see the Marcy. We got 3 heroes setting up. Unleash coming out. They want to fight that tower. Oh. The kiss is being immediately canceled. Dispose is going to stop the call, but the call will come out right after. Maledict and Death Ward going to bring JP low enough to death, but in comes Leo. There's the Lightning Storm. Split Earth does connect. Go to find the second kill. Both supports on Minnesota dying. Michigan losing their pause 3 in the process. 2-for-1 trade. Relatively even net worth swing. Just 200 going to the way of Michigan. Still staying steadily ahead.
The issue is, though, it delays the Blink Taker on Axe just by a little bit more, because before that death, I think he was like
yes, TPing in.
Away.
Make sure Jin is going to get out a little bit. The dispose after the rebound is going to make sure they find Jin dead. Sealy porting in. Monkey's going to find him. There's another dead hero on the side of Michigan. Axe is porting in. The tower has fallen. Bark Wraith is going to bring him low. There to dispose. 2-man call. Disposing right into it. The cookie. Not quite going to get him in a great position as Michigan loses yet another hero. And Minnesota looks like they're going to want to run it right down mid.
This is looking really good for Minnesota right now. We got mid and tier 1 top down. Michigan still isn't able to pressure this tier 1 bot just because they have so much tower defense with this Arc Warden.
It's pretty stifling.
Well, it looks like they're trying to make a move on the Bloodseeker top, though, potentially will, and it looks like Bloodseeker knows. Just trying to get on out of there.
Vision. They're also not smoked. Minnesota wants this tier 1 bottom. Leo has enough for his Bloodstone. They're looking for it. Zach has found him. Walking straight up. Scatterblast not going to connect. Bottom tower falls on the Dire side.
Radiant's middle tower is
Getting a little bit more pressure on the tier 1 mid. I mean, I don't really know what I would do in it if I was in Michigan's position, because as a Lesh, you just do not feel safe to walk up ever because of how much catch they have on Minnesota. Oh, Minnesota's smoking up, but trying to look for something. Luckily, Michigan is out of the triangle, though. So, maybe just going for a warding mission at this point?
Potentially. If I'm the Lesh, I'm considering, instead of Bloodstone this game, I probably would have considered, whether not correct, going E-Shroud into Blade Mail.
Oh, just for the
against
magic
Bloodseeker.
damage? Yeah.
A little bit of a hasty dust gonna come out, looking for Monkey, not quite going to find him. Monkey does see Leo. Minnesota are set up. There's the Impale. Remnant not going to really catch anyone, but a lot of damage is going to come up for Kisses. There's the call onto the Witch Doctor. A second support will be falling. Calling Blade not going to find the kill, though, so that will be on cooldown for 100 seconds. Leo following a little bit low.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Using the Winter's Curse on the Arc Warden Remnant. Or Tempest Double, I mean.
Let's keep Leo alive.
That
They do find
is.
2
Top
kills.
tower is under attack.
Could be worse.
That's very true. Like, honestly, for how this game has been going, that is exactly the type of thing they needed, because if Leo died there, they'd be in such a rough spot in comparison, so...
Top lane. Axe does find the Bloodseeker. TP is coming out from Minnesota. Rupture onto the Axe. He's going to drop very low. Lose his life. And Minnesota's going to look to turn it around. Bloodright will not catch Jin. They're going to look to maybe run away. Monkey does have Vendetta. The Impale just connects at the very end. Dispose is there. The rebound probably will follow up. Jin falling quite low.
Just a little bit of poking and prodding going out top. Nothing too serious. I mean, what big timings are we looking for, though? Oh, Arc Warden is going for the TP boots now that he has a full Gleipnir. But I guess we have Marcy BKB and 3k gold. That's not super close. What does Nick's Shard do?
Shard is Vendetta faster and reducing magic resistance.
Okay. That seems pretty solid this game, actually.
It is
Especially
pretty
for the arcane or the embrace targets.
Minnesota are smoked up. They do see Jin in the top lane. Dispose will prevent Jin's TP in the jungle. The Axe will find the Nyx Assassin, but Jin will pay the price of his life in the top lane as well. Try to find a kill on the Bloodseeker, but it won't be there. Leo wants none of it. He's taking a tower in the bottom lane. Taking the first tower.
That's very good. They did need that tower down. Because they've been working on this tower for what, like the past 10-ish minutes or so.
Radiant's bottom tower.
It's too bad they lost their mid for it, but
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Leo starting to ramp up his farm quite a bit. He's almost got a Sanjin Kaya. We looked at the timings for the Radiant side, but on the Dire side, Axe has his Blink, still roughly 4k away from his BKB. Jin almost has his BKB, 1200. And a second Glimmer Cape. Gonna come from Zach very soon.
oh, I did not realize how much Bloodstone was buffed. Wow. No health activation cost, recipe cost decreased, and the spell lifesteal multiplier by another 50%. That's pretty good, honestly.
It's definitely in a better place than it was before.
Do you think Michigan will know about the Roche or even care?
They're setting up, but it is not going to be fast enough.
Radiant's
Dang.
middle tower is under attack.
That's too bad. I mean, the issue is they don't really have a good person to just commit, just because that Nyx, you need to be so scared of that Nyx if you want to try and do anything on Michigan, because you have so much AoE. That spiked carapace will mess you up so badly.
Well, what has to happen is the Axe has to call the Nyx, or the Nyx has to get caught as the target of the Cold Embrace. One of those two things happens and it dies. But Monkey has been very good at his positioning. They're going to smoke up for Minnesota. No vision. Well, they do. They have an observer ward. They can see. They're looking for Axe. There's the dispose, but the good blink away. Very fast. Sealy's going to cancel that TP. Monkey's still looking. He's trying to find Jen. He's trying to find Laoban. Neither of them are going to be caught, but they are a little split on Michigan.
I mean, all things considered, though, the fact that Lavan and Monkey was able to get out of that,
Jin is going to get caught by the rebound. Full to 0, dropped immediately from the Vendetta.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Another death
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
on the Void Spirit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It looks like they're just going to keep running at them. Zach falling quite low. They're going to turn their attention to Sealy. Both supports from Michigan dropping down. As Minnesota doesn't want to waste any time. They know they're strong. They want to run it down.
I mean, with this Aegis, I don't think there's really anything Michigan can do to even stop them right now, because Minnesota just feels like a very overwhelming force at this point in time. This Archorn has had such an insanely good game, already level 17.
Middle tower is under attack.
Oh, actually, Leo's already at level 18 as well, so Leo has been able to keep pace, but I feel like Leo hasn't been able to do as much in these fights just because there's so much damage coming out from the Bloodseeker and burst from the Nyx and Witch Doctor. It's been very hard.
It has been difficult indeed. Laba not being able to really accomplish very much. Getting some good calls in, but the positioning from Minnesota has just been pretty top so far this game.
Yeah, I really like the movements they've made as well, because like even though the smoke gank failed, they were still able to find the pick right after, and they've been very good at being coordinated with his picks, and I feel like I don't know if it's necessarily something that Michigan's been lacking this game, or if it's just because they felt they haven't had the opportunity to, but last week I feel like we saw Michigan operating on the same page, moving together as a unit very easily. In this game, it's been a little rough. They feel a little bit more split up, a little more all over the place. I'm not sure if it's because they're behind or it's just a matter of not used to this team comp potentially, this play style.
Definitely bringing the aggression.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yes.
Minnesota definitely has all of the momentum on their side right now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Jin TPing out.
Radiant's
Minnesota
bottom
does know
tower
this.
is under attack.
They're probably going to look to make a play. Zach also TPing out. 2 cores from Michigan in the bottom lane. Not being seen currently. Found Leo.
He's been doing a fantastic job of just
Radiant
staying
structures
out of the enemy sight. Wow. Sorry. Staying out of enemy sight while still being able to push these side lanes, get the farm that he needs.
Leo's jumped up in the top lane. Another Thunder Bear. Impale. I will be referencing this for the rest of the season. Buckle up, boys.
Oh! The turnaround, though, on the Nyx. Okay. That is exactly what we love to see, especially into that Aegis as well.
Tempest double. Going to be brought down quite quickly.
That's 300 gold
Who's
for
gonna
Leo, I
take that
mean.
300 gold. That's his
fun.
BKB.
Ooh. That's very nice. That is exactly what Michigan wanted, especially because even though like Minnesota got this Aegis, it didn't feel like they did a whole lot outside of that mid push right there. Yes, they got a couple objectives, but I feel like they really could have kept the pressure up even more if they just stuck together as a unit. Could have even gotten that tier 2 bot. Or pushed high ground potentially, because Lesh does not have the shard yet.
Yeah. Leo's been doing a great job of pushing these lanes out as well. Always applying pressure, forwards farming, aggressively making space, and making Minnesota have to answer at least in some way. Not giving them quite every aspect of the upper hand momentum that they want to have. And Michigan, not going to back away. They're going to smoke up behind Leo. Whether Minnesota will take the bait or not. Axe does blink in. He finds the Bloodseeker. Maledict is going to be dropped onto the Axe. Bloodseeker dropping quite low. Aegis is gone. Culling Blade will bring him down. Salt going to be soon to follow as well. They're going to look to find the Witch Doctor. Bring him down nice and clean. Good cold embrace, keeping Zach alive there. And that was
And
no
also
kisses.
completely nullified the death ward too. That cold embrace was perfect.
No kisses used. That is ready up for the next fight. Very good from Sealy there.
I mean, also this is just what I was talking about a few minutes ago, where I wanted to see Michigan make more moves.
Going to find Sealy right there, but the call! He does keep Sealy alive for just a second if he can bring him up anymore. Split Earth Cookie! Sealy is going to live! Oh,
And this is what I've been waiting for
JP.
Michigan. Oh my god. That's beautiful. Like, I had just been talking about it a few minutes ago. They need to be making more moves like they have been in the past, because when they are playing together as a unit, they feel so strong as a team. And that was exactly the move they should have made. Waited perfectly until the Aegis was out, and had the vision set up prior so they could just find an easy pick on the Bloodseeker and just win that fight without using too many resources as well. Like, Lesh BKB, did they even use Curse during that fight?
Not sure. But Radiant's lost their first tier 2, and that gold lead has brought down to less than 1k. If we look at this graph,
Dire's top tower is under
experience
attack.
has now gone the way of Michigan. Win probability is almost down to 0, and the gold lead starting to go a little bit more in the favor of Michigan. This is much more of an even game than it was
Dire's
3 minutes
top
ago,
tower
boys.
is under attack.
I mean, even looking at the net worth, this Nyx has been struggling coming into like the late mid game, just because I feel like he just dies very, very easily, and I don't know if Spirit Vessel is the right item here. I would have liked to see more of a tanky potential build, or more of a utility built around tanking as well. Like, I could have seen a Lotus Orb being very good, but I feel like the Spirit Vessel hasn't really done enough for them because they already have so much burst. I don't really know what it's trying to accomplish this game.
Agreed. I would have liked to see a blink in a Yules, a blink in a Lotus, a blink in a Shivas, a blink in something, because they need something to initiate a little bit more than Marcy. Marcy doesn't have Aether, Marcy doesn't have Blink. They kind of lack a really, really solid way to jump into these fights outside of Vendetta, which they have been doing a great job of playing around.
Yeah, I agree. It feels like this Marcy is now transitioning into the 3, especially because going the BKB, I could very easily see this Marcy going its Basher next just to try and deal more damage to people.
Top lane. Ping's being dropped on the Bloodseeker. There's the call. He's going to find him. Is there going to be another one? Step in to Remnant. Cookie follow up. Good split earth. There isn't a second to react, and Marcy's just going to TP right out. Great stun stacking.
Lauban. They can't give this man the axe. Oh my god. Every single potential for a call there as he gets it. Doesn't matter where it is, what time of the game it is. If there's a call, this man will get that call. I love watching this axe gameplay. This is so much fun.
They're literally going to set up in the bottom lane. Monkey is going to find the Vendetta Impale onto Jin. Is he going to have time to BKB? He does get it off. He does have 2 steps. 4 TPs coming in for Michigan. Turning around. Remnant onto the Nyx Assassin. Ulti onto the Tempest Double. Going to get a second to reset. Laubon is not going to have the opportunity to blink because the Witch Doctor will find him. 2-man split Earth. Nyx dropping down again. He's going to walk right in on Laubon. Get the call. 1 Culling Blade. 1 hit. The Nyx does drop down as well as the Tempest Double follows. And the original Arc Warden is going to TP into the top lane as Michigan will invade to the bottom jungle yet again and look to apply even more pressure.
I mean, that was... I do like the move they were trying to make there, especially with the Witch Doctor and the trees canceling the axe. Like, they got very, very good just use out of that high ground. Oh, and not even getting... Zach so mad that he did not get the D ward on that. Ward literally died in front of his eyes.
Back punching the air right now.
I mean, did you see him the snap? He just walked the Snapfire into the cliff a little bit, just like, come on.
Unfortunate, but the gold lead has now swung the way of Michigan. All 3 graphs dropping right down below that line. Michigan have the upper hand very slightly here. They're gonna spot Roshan.
If they can get this free shard on Lesh, that would be massive. I mean, free shard on Lesh, or who would the shard go to on Minnesota here? I guess it's just Marcy or Arc Warden. What does Marcy's shard do?
I don't know. I don't think it's great. Leo's gonna jump in. BKB on the Marcy is going to be used. That's the 9-second, but he's gonna drop pretty low. I don't know if there's quite enough to keep him alive. The Unleash will heal him up a little bit, but as the axe jumps in, he does find Marcy. There's 1. Arc Warden goes down in the backline. Lauban just running a truck all over them. 3 heroes dead inside of Minnesota. Eris will find Jin and pay with his life. 4 heroes for Minnesota going down. Jin not having the happiest game, but dying for the cause.
I mean, that's all that matters, because you trade your life for 4, you do not care about dying at all. Like, that is That is so ideal. And once again, like in the last fight especially, it just feels like the Knicks can't do anything.
The big thing here for Michigan is I don't think they have the best Roche damage, but they do have incredible push. And without that Ford anymore, even with Eris cutting that wave, there's another one coming in. There's no Ford. This tier 3 and probably Rax are going down with another Edict in 12 seconds. We have another little shredder from Zach if he wants to pop it. All right, we'll take it nice and slow, Zach. No rush. There it is.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Yeah,
That'll
not going
make
for
a
the
way.
range lyrics, but I don't think that matters too much.
I mean, if I'm gonna be nitpicky, if he used a little shredder earlier, they're both gone. But that's okay. He can listen to this later and.
They may catch
run
the
his complaints.
Bloodseeker out though. I mean, with that slow on him, if he don't. Oh!
Not quite going to connect the call, and the Rupture's going to turn around, doing a lot of damage. Good. Arc. Cold Embrace, perhaps questionable. Laban going to pop his BKB. Doesn't quite have the call. There's the call. It's ready. It's up. He doesn't even need it. He finds the kill on the Bloodseeker and going to run forward. There's the call. Marcy going to be dropping very low, and Monkey on the sideline going to get Split Earth. There's another bit of damage. He's going to drop down. Axe being kept alive once again by that Cold Embrace, and the Witch Doctor is going to face defeat as well. 4 heroes dead again from Minnesota, as Michigan is probably going to look to take a second lane of Rax, mid and bottom. Beautiful execution.
Is there a reason why they don't just go for tier 4s and force out buybacks here?
They could just force out buybacks here. They very well might, because there's no megas. And
Yeah,
it looks
exactly,
like that is what they're
because-
going to do.
Yeah, there we go.
One buyback.
I mean, if you don't get any more, they could even just finish the game without the Bloodseeker up. They
I
have
don't know
the
if they finish
resources
it in
to do
20
it.
seconds.
True. I mean, did force the glyph out though. Glyph and buyback on the
Tier
Witch
4
Doctor.
glyph is a very big deal. They might find Sealy here. It's not quite going to be there.
Ah,
They're going to back away. Leo's
Leo's-
porting on out. But without Leo, Jin dropping a little bit low again. There's the call on the Tempest double. It is not real. They're going to walk away. 300 gold is not worth the potential turnaround as they make a hasty retreat and ping out the Roche pit. They know what's up. Both teams know what's up.
Leo's up by so much net worth at this point. I don't know if they can really kill the Lash. He also has the overwhelming blink coming in. That's going to be a nearly, like, what, 3,600 HP Lash with another 32 armor on top of that. 3,700 HP Lash with 32 armor. You are not killing this man. He is not going to die.
Okay, for Michigan, there's gonna be another fight. Call will connect onto nobody as Loudman's gonna pop the BKB after getting Gletneared. Nick's assassin dropping very low. There goes Monkey, not quite gonna make enough use. And there's not gonna be a carapace for the kisses that are still off cooldown. Are Minnesota even gonna remain for this engagement, or are they gonna give the free Roche? Looks harder and harder with each engagement, with a 13k gold lead for Michigan right now.
I mean, one big noticeable difference of this week over last week that I think we can all appreciate here. Let's just go through this game really quick and count the number of BKBs.
Let's have the BKBs. Let's go.
Let me look at Marcy's inventory. We have a BKB.
As soon as you said that, I was like, we got a BKB on the Bloodseeker. We got a BKB on the Marcy. There's only 2 from Minnesota. That's okay. They're gonna look. Maybe
makes
they're
sense.
gonna find Salt in the top lane. He does have his BKB. The call's gonna connect. The Split Earth will follow up.
Ooh,
Man, if I blinked, I would have missed it. That's so
honestly,
fast.
wow.
I'm gonna take that top tier 1. Well, they don't even need Roche. There is buyback on the Bloodseeker now.
I would like to see Roche though, just so they can get this free shard on Lash, because not having to buy that shard, Lash's shard is so stupidly good. I swear to God, it is probably one of the best shards in this game. Like, it is
I would agree.
so good. Because you
I
just
would
put a
definitely
couple of
agree.
these down, you can't fight
Especially
into
if you
it.
have Octocore.
Oh my God, it's disgusting.
And they are going to give it to him. Good. Lush gonna run a little bit low. I imagine he just goes back to base, replenishes his mana, and then they just run.
I mean, I don't... At this point, especially with the shard now, I don't see anything that can stop them. They can just run into this base. Oh, especially because change the glyph system so they don't even have a glyph still. This
There's no more
is
glyph.
honestly, I love the glyph change though because the
I
fact
do.
that you
I
can
think it's great.
yeah, the fact that you can get that offlane tower at any point in the game and not need to worry about like, oh god, we just shouldn't touch this objective because it'll give them glyph. It's such a massive improvement, I feel.
I agree. No, I
Radiant's
think
top
it's really
tower
good.
is under attack.
Oh, the acetic cap for Axe. I love acetic cap as an offlaner.
Acetic Cap is such a great item.
It feels so good.
Tempest double.
Radiant's
Immediately
top tower
going to
is
die.
under attack.
Another 300 gold.
No magnetic field span for them. We will not be getting
Radiant's top
Alliance to this
tower has
game.
fallen.
God, that was
Rip
a
Alliance as an
game.
org.
Do you remember that game, dude?
Bottom tower is under attack.
When was it? Was it during DPC?
It was Alliance was no, it was like last year. Alliance was playing
No.
against I mean it was Miracle. It was Miracle on the Arc Warden.
Oh.
I don't remember if it was Enigma or Liquid, but it was Alliance was at the Dire Throne trying to kill it. And it was just O-Core, magnetic field after magnetic field, and they couldn't close out the game and they lost. And Alliance's Twitter page after the match was just like, can we fix this? This is not right. This
I
can't be
do
right.
remember that. That was such a disgusting thing to watch because I didn't watch the full game and I didn't really pay attention to Pro Dota all that much at the time, but I saw that clip on the subreddit. And just watching that, I wanted to throw up. That was disgusting.
Dirty. It was so dirty.
Another catch on this Bloodseeker,
Top lane, gonna
potentially?
find the Bloodseeker. Maybe Split Earth is not gonna connect, but they're probably gonna make the Bloodseeker have to burn his BKB. He is gonna pop it, walk away, rupture, maybe turn around, try to find enough damage onto the Leshrac. It's gonna be almost there, but the Calling Blade is not gonna connect, but Leshrac does have the Aegis. He is coming back. He's got his BKB slotted into the inventory. 2 heroes are going to die for Minnesota. Jhin dropping kind of low for the Tempest double. It's going to expire this. They're going to turn and try and find this Witch Doctor. Meanwhile, the original Arc Warden, Leo's hungry. Leo's hunting. He's looking for Monkey. Monkey's running away. Tail tucked between the legs. Witch Doctor porting out. No buyback on the Arc Warden. Not cooldown, but he did buy out for Shard. And they're going to do everything they can to make sure this Bloodseeker doesn't have to buy back, but Michigan wants it. They're going to go. Jhin dropping a little bit low. Cold Embrace. Bloodseeker is buying back. There's the call. Eris immediately dropping down. Witch Doctor is going to ulti, but so much damage being come down from this Leshrac. We get a little bit of a reset with Winter's Curse, but a good Split Earth to follow up on the end. 1 hero, 2 heroes dead. That's the dieback on the Bloodseeker and the Nyx.
That's GG.
28 seconds and a little bit of voice lining from Leo. Coming after the salt. There's the tip on the Eris. We're following it up. There's the tier 4 down. Both are going. They don't care. Megas. Blink. Call. 1 hero, 2 heroes down. 5-man wipe.
There's a GG tip me.
Leo.
I love to see it. I love to see it. You know, honestly, a little bit of a rough start for Michigan, but they ended up. Leo did a fantastic job at pushing those waves, and the other 4 ended up giving him a good amount of space to do so, distracting the team. And a couple missteps, and Michigan was able to turn it extremely well. Good catches, and yeah, that was just really well played. Good match of Dota.
Agreed, Bailey. Agreed. Game client out of date.
Of course.
Tim, any closing thoughts before we go on a break? There's that axe. We're never seeing that hero again, guys. Say your prayers, enjoy it right now, and every game.
Oh, I hope they don't.
Team ban. Dire team ban.
Hi
Radiant
guys.
team ban.
There's the respect for Sealy. I like it. I like it.
Understandable.
And
That
correct me if
arc,
I'm wrong. No, it was a silencer from UMN last game as well, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Because
Yeah.
it was Timbersaw Undying from Michigan. There it is again.
Yup.
So that means this time around, instead of what was the ban last game? Instead of the Wyvern, I've forgotten.
I honestly couldn't tell you. I do not remember. But
Tim, are we 0 for 3?
will we see it again? The Snapfire Void Spirit from
Snap that
Michigan.
voice kid. Are we going 4 for 4?
Oh my god.
First pick from UMN. Looking for something strong, something meta, something powerful. Kick off this game.
Honestly, I feel like I really enjoyed
And it's a
UMN's
Marcy.
draft. Oh, I mean,
Again, I love the hero. I think it's fun to watch.
super stable as well. There's not really a whole lot you can do to stop her at all in the game because she is just very, very strong right now. I feel like, honestly, I would like to see this Marcy with a more traditional offlaner, though, because I think that's really what UMN was lacking last game. The Knicks did not do enough throughout that game, and if they had something more conventional, like, say, maybe Death Prophet, oh my god,
okay,
do not!
okay, okay.
Are they
Okay,
gonna
no,
mix
they're
it up?
baiting us.
Go
They're
Void
baiting
then
us. They're
Snap?
baiting us. They're gonna go 15 seconds in. Be like the casters. They have
Oh
no
my
idea
god.
what's coming. Are they gonna hit us with a sapphire? It's gotta be. They gotta do it.
I would not be surprised if that was the comms right now. We are literally listening in on them right now, and that's what they are saying. Or
3,
maybe it's the
2,
fact of
1,
Zach is just sick
0,
of playing
sapphire.
Snapfire.
So I'm like, please, please, anything else.
It's not the Snapfire again.
I mean, I can imagine Jin is also there. Like, dude, last game was awful. I died all the time. I was bottom net worth of all the cores. Can we not? Oh, they stole a
Oh,
Witch Doctor.
I
okay.
like this. I really, really like this pickup. I mean, Witch Doctor, once again, super, super strong laner. Generally feels super good throughout the entire game because can't purge Maledict. Very good pick. Very stable. Can't you run it 3 or 4 or 5? Oh.
I don't think it's a very strong 4, but it does the job in lane. It's just rather than being a traditional roaming style of hero, it is a lane dominator, which is completely valid as before. We're seeing the Viper ban once again from Michigan. And there's the Leshrac. That's what it was last game. It was a Ricky. First Ricky.
Oh, yeah, that... Okay. That was kind of weird. Is Ricky good now? Hey, did I miss something?
I'm not sure.
They banned the Ricky again. Okay, yeah, that's so weird. I mean... Okay, so... I wasn't a big fan of UMN picking both of their supports in the first phase. I don't know if they're doing this again or if they're running the Marcy as a 3. I don't know. How strong of an opener do you think this is? The Disruptor Marcy combo.
Both are fairly strong laners. Marcy sets up a lot of kill potential. And Disruptor is a lot of good harass and pretty good vision with Thunderstrike.
Okay, so honestly, this gives you know what? I like that a bit more now, just because this gives UMN either the 3-4 combo with the Marcy Disruptor, or running the Marcy as a 4 Disruptor 5. I mean, I feel like it gives them a lot of options here, which is nice. So
Agreed.
I'm interested to see what UM follows up with.
We have the Clink span once again. Really afraid of this hero. I don't know why. I don't know who plays it on Michigan. I don't feel like it's a very frequent Leo style of hero.
I was just about to say the same thing. That doesn't feel like a Leo hero
It's not a strength
whatsoever.
melee carry. And again, neither is Leshrac. So
Leo also loves his casters, though, dude. You have not seen his Rubik mid. It is disgusting.
all 5
This-
same bans for Michigan this game.
I mean, if it works, it works. You know.
That's true, you
Oh,
know?
The Pango ban, interesting. Maybe a Terror Blade coming out? I could see Leo running something like that potentially.
That's not strength.
True, my bad.
We only have like 8 heroes. Speaking of Terrorblade and Marcy, though, while we wait for this next pick, have you seen season 3 of the Dota anime? I haven't seen it yet.
I did. I actually okay. After season 1, I did not watch season 2 until season 3 came out. Just
Okay.
because I wasn't the biggest fan of the pacing of it, but season 3 what the heck? Is this a Venge offlane? Venge 5? What are we seeing?
Venge
I really
1?
want to see it. Oh no.
Leo
Do
Venge?
not.
Leo Vengeful?
No. That's 2 BM,
That'd be
right?
funny. Tip me.
You know what? Maybe it is a Leo Venge then. Overall though, I do like the Venge 3 just because I enjoy the spamming of the magic missile. It is so much fun. You just go Ags Octarine and you have a fantastic time in that game. I don't think it's that good, but I enjoy it. So,
It is fun.
yes. Because plus you get like 300 something damage magic missile that bounces to another person and prioritize here. Like, it's so insane. It's very fun. I mean, okay, if you're in UMN's position, how do you even respond to this? Like, what do you think this Venge is going to do?
Dude, I don't know, because I mean, it could be a bunch of different positions. It definitely strong drafting point there, because it definitely, I don't know, it leaves UMN in a little bit of a weird position, because they don't necessarily know if they see the 1. They don't know if they see the 3. So it's hard to pick a hero that you know you want in your lanes. It's hard to set up properly, and you have to commit 2 picks here.
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like for this Venge, the only lane it's not going is that 2.
That's what you think.
Oh.
That's what you think. It's actually a Zac Void Spirit on the 4.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It could be 1, 3, 4, or 5. I could see this Venge going anywhere for UM. The Underlord, though, I really like it into the Void Spear. I think it does a very good job. I don't like UMN's lack of stun. This Witch Doctor is going to have a very fun game potentially if they're not careful.
Well, Marcy has 2 spells that disrupt Witch Doctor ulti.
Oh, true. Dispose does disrupt her and you just chuck them.
And I could be wrong, but I think even if you static position glimpse someone, it still stops, but I'm not sure.
Oh. No, that definitely seems right. I think you're right about that. I don't know for sure. Because, like, it stops TP, right?
Yeah.
Oh, a Jug. I don't know how I feel about Jug.
Interesting.
I feel like Jug was a very, like, last patch hero. I don't know how he's been performing this patch. Just because so many of the position ones right now just... I'd like to see a Faceless Void for Michigan.
Are we gonna see Axe again? It's really good in the Jug.
Yeah, it is. I would really like to see Faceless Void though picked here. I feel like it's just such a strong core right now, and especially in Leo's hands. They don't have a ton of damage follow-up, although Witch Doctor is just careful with ward placement. I feel like I don't know.
It can be kind of dicey.
Yeah. I feel like there's potential there. I don't know how good it is necessarily though.
It's really hard to predict just because we don't know where this Venge is going. This 4th pick will give us a lot of intel onto what I think the Venge is doing. Probably. Unless they're really crafty and they're going to still somehow make it difficult. We'll see. Drum roll in. It's a Night Stalker. All right, it's a Night Stalker 5 and a Venge 3. It's definitely...
Yeah, that's absolutely what's going on.
Definitely Night Stalker 5. No, so we're probably looking at a Venge support. But it could still be carry.
But I guess what we need to look at now is who wants the save? Like, who is good enough now that wants that save?
Oh, wow. That was an
Venge?
instant Invoker ban. They're giving them no time. Ursa ban. That makes sense. I would understand that. Who wants the save from the Venge? Night Stalker would love to be saved. I think when you swap out an ulting Witch Doctor, excuse me, um, I
That
don't.
stops it, right?
Does it? Because Hook doesn't stop channels.
It doesn't?
Unless they changed it.
I mean,
There
I
was a
don't
long
know.
time.
I
There's a
genuinely
long
don't
time
know.
where if you hooked a Sand King that was channeling Sands. Well, okay, they changed that when they changed how Sandstorm worked. But there was a long time that back when Sand King was channeling Sandstorm, you could hook him out of it. Um,
Oh.
I think it was Sandstorm. I could be wrong. I could be crazy. I could be totally crazy. Slarkban and an Arc Warden man. They're respecting it enough. It's an annoying hero. If you have someone that does play Arc Warden, I would understand.
I mean, is
Banning
this
the
setting
hero.
up for the Faceless Void on Michigan, though? I mean, getting rid of the Invoker and Arc Warden?
I mean, they banned the
Needs
Invoker
team
last game as well.
Oh, that's true.
Shadow
Oh.
Fiend.
Mid?
Mid lane Shadow Fiend.
Night Stalker runs it this way. I don't like the Shadow Fiend. I feel like Void Spirit does really well into it. Night Stalker does as well. Venge does.
Venge does great against Shadow Fiend.
I feel like this is just a bad
10
pick,
seconds
to be
remaining.
honest.
It is a little bit peculiar.
5 seconds remaining.
Because if they're running the Shadow Fiend 1, like, Shadow Fiend 1 seems very strong right now, especially from what I've seen so far. I don't remember the last time I've seen a Shadow Fiend mid perform well. It's been a little while.
One of those heroes that you don't like seeing on your team and you don't like seeing on the enemy team.
Choose
Drow
your-
Ranger
There we go. The 5 movement speed!
with the Vengeful Spirit.
This is disgusting.
Oh, it's Zac on the Venge. Oh, what a beautiful set.
Ooh, very nice. We have some nice cosmetics coming out, just in general.
And then
Very
there's Marcy.
yeah. I
Whistling
mean,
away.
okay, so looking at these drafts, I think it's very, very Michigan favored.
I think it's fairly Michigan favorite as well.
Like they just have very standard lineup. You have the save for the drow. You have good frontliner that just likes to run at people, hence running at the Shadow Fiend on Night Stalker. You just have 2 good supports, a solid mid laner. It's just a very standard draft, and I think it'll work really well for them.
There's not, as you mentioned earlier, they didn't pick up any more ways to deal with that Witch Doctor ulti.
The Shadow Fiend ult?
Yeah? Yeah, I guess.
But if Shadow Fiend gets stunned once, he's just going to die.
Yeah.
Because like what does Minnesota do here once they have BKBs? Because they don't have consistent lockdown. Right?
Yeah.
Like
I'm not
they
sure.
they have a mini stun and a fear.
Prepare for battle.
Oh man, this Night Stalker started with 5 Quelling Blades.
Keep it PMA, keep it
And he sold them off, but there was a second there, he got 5 Quelling Blades.
Dang, I would have liked to see the 5 Quelling Blade build, to be honest. I feel like
True.
very underrated build nowadays, you know?
True. Individual cooldowns.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so enough about the draft. I feel like we are both on the same page with Michigan just having a much stronger draft this game
I would
compared
agree.
to UMN. What lane do we think is going to be the entertaining one this game?
I don't know. I mean, Jug is always like moderately entertaining enough to watch because he puts out so much damage. A very high
30
committal with the
seconds to
spin.
battle.
But I do think we're actually seeing Witch Doctor with the Drow in lane by the looks of it, and that's dirty. That's dirty into an
Ooh.
Underlord. So, from Michigan aggressive, I think both safe lanes are going to be putting a lot of aggression in.
You know, I completely agree because normally Underlord lanes are super
Scrap in
chill,
the
but
top lane.
with this Witch Doctor Drow, ugh,
The battle
is there anything they can
begins.
do?
Gonna walk away, maybe looking to... Nope, good magic missile. Make sure they're keeping that Marcy away. And it will go 2 for 2 with the runes. No, No.
was 3.
No,
3 for
Michigan got 3.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Well, we're going to be keeping eyes on both safe lanes. I think mid lane will probably be very similar to last game. I would have imagined the lane would have gone a little bit harder for Jin last game. I would imagine the same thing this game, but perhaps our boy will prove us wrong once again. We shall see. So I've always hated laning against Juggernaut. As
It's
almost
disgusting.
every hero. Almost every hero.
There is not a single hero I enjoyed as. It just hurts. Like a Jug CM lane, oh my god. You just don't want to play the game anymore if it's something like that.
Jug CM, Jug Shaman, Jug Lich, Jug Grim.
You know what? When you put it like that, yeah, there's too many supports he's good with.
I feel like a lot of these heroes aren't very meta recently.
Yeah, out of
CM
all
was
of them,
nuts for a minute.
yeah, what did they even do to change her that made her so much worse?
I don't remember. I think we'll just stop playing her.
Yeah, because I
Overall,
remember like Bristleback
fairly
CM felt super good for a while.
I agree.
I am also just a big Bristle 1 player, so I just enjoy
First
that.
spin in the top lane. Jug running kind of low. They're going to keep the aggression up. There's the magic missile. 1 hit, 2 hits. There's the void. Going to find the kill. Disruptor going to see if he can find that one last hit. CS. No more regen. He's going to walk away.
Not even going to get the return kill on Disruptor.
Let's get the wave of
Disruptor
terror.
may
They're
go
gonna
down
There's
for
another
this.
magic missile. He's got the void ready. Does find the second kill. CS probably won't quite even take away from Thunderstrike. No, he will not. Oh. Well,
I mean, makes
that's
sense.
decided anyway. Yeah, understandable. Come
Like-
back full resources.
Yeah,
Ooh.
plus grab whatever Night Stalker has in base as well, because I think you can just grab the boots. Oh no, Oh.
Leo did die in the bottom lane while that was happening. We missed it. And Jin died in the mid lane. Oh, man.
Leo died. What?
Am I crazy? Am I reading this
Oh,
wrong?
yeah, he did. What? What?
I
did not
suppose
even
Marcy
see that.
probably just pounced on him.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Well, both carries have died, but it is unfortunate that Jin will find a death to the hands of the Shadow Fiend there. Marcy gonna jump in again. Leo dropping a half health. It is quite a lot of damage in this dire offlane. A little more than I thought would be happening.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like at level 4, you just need to be so scared on Drow here, because if you get that root on Underlord as well and just have Marcy chuck you back into it even further, and you're slowed, you're just not having a good time, and there's a very good chance you'll just die at any point when they want to kill you.
And Day is playing very up in Jin's face, not giving him any room to breathe.
I mean, I think this is what the Shadow Fiend wants to be doing, especially after last game. You do not want a repeat of how that game went on him, because that was rough for Day.
Dire's bottom tower
It
is
sure
under
was.
attack.
Labon, though, is doing very, very well for himself in this lane. Almost level 4 against the Jug, who is level 2. If Zach steps away for a second and lets JP hit that level 4, he could be level 5 before Nightfall, easily.
Witch Doctor does not go down bot. Wow, that was close. He was sitting on about 100 HP as well.
That is good for them. Marcy going to be looking in the top lane. Spin is going to be used again. We might find another kill. Come out with another magic missile. Void is available.
Oh,
Healing word getting dropped, but it's not quite going to be enough. And that's going to be another nice little sum of gold going into CS's pocket as the Witch Doctor follows up, chasing down the Marcy. Not going to be quite enough damage to kill him, but perhaps even better, enough to send him walking on home.
especially without the boots as well. Like, that is...
Oh, Jin walking up into range of the melee shadow rays, going to meet a second death.
Wow. I mean, looking at it here, this Shadow Fiend, he is having the exact kind of game that he wants to have. What is he bringing out on Courier? Shadow Fiend with, wow, Wand, Windlace, and Raindrops coming out.
His first Nightfall. There's going to be the cask for the follow-up Maledict. Leo, if he's going to get the E off, now is the time. He's going to continue to whack and get a good amount of damage on. But there comes the rebound. There's the dispose.
That's absolutely
Witch Doctor
not what I expected.
will be the one going down in the bottom lane.
I would really like to see this Night Stalker just run at Disruptor, because I don't think that there's anything they can do to stop it. Oh, well, here we go.
There's the magic missile. Spin coming in. CS will be taking a lot of damage. Probably is going to die. Laudon will find the kill onto the Disruptor and is going to continue to beat down on the Salt. Healing Ward has gone down. Magic missile. A third kill potentially. TP coming in from Day. Gonna look to find the kill onto CS. CS will fall to the tower. Instead, Day is just not needed, but this TP will give Jin enough space in the mid lane to recover a bit.
I mean, this is exactly what Jin needed. That is the ideal play coming out from the off lane. Pressuring, I mean, killing that Jug, killing Disruptor as well, and
Marcy,
I don't think Venge would have lived anyway.
Rebounding down, good two-man Gus, and they're going to try and turn this around. There's a Frost Arrows onto the Marcy. They're going to turn their attention over to the Underlord with the magic missile coming in from CS after the TP.
It just went on.
Fantastic TP from CS coming out. Just securing that kill on Underlord, making sure Witch Doctor doesn't even die from that, allowing him to go potentially rotate mid, get some wards down. I really like the movements that we're seeing from Michigan on night one. This is exactly what you want to be doing with a Night Stalker draft.
I agree, but I am a little concerned in the mid lane. Actually, the top lane, look at JP 6 against Juggernaut's 3.
Yeah, if he wants to, Field is down, he could just kill Jug right now. I don't think there's anything I think he knows that as well. I think he's just going to go for it. As soon as he gets enough XP for Void and ult.
He's waiting out the healing ward as well. He doesn't quite have crippling fear. Spin will be used.
Spin's down. I think that's Jug's death right there.
Still a little bit difficult.
Ah, true. I just wanted to see more aggression come out from the Night Stalker, I won't lie. I was just hoping.
He's a powerhouse right now. He's looking incredibly strong. Already on the way to his Echo Saver. Double bracered up. Canceling
With
that
Wand
clarity.
and Phase Boots.
Second in CS only to the Shadow Fiend, but in the bottom lane, Sealy will get disposed. Turn around. Very good cask onto 2. Good TP in from Jin. The Remnant is not quite going to connect, but they will find a kill on the Marcy. Would like to find more meal on the top lane. Night Stalker will be finding the kill onto the Disruptor. 3 heroes down and bottom surrounding this Underlord. Jin, low resources. All 3 heroes kind of low resources, but it's going to be more than enough to bring down this Underlord and find 3 kills from Michigan.
Middle tower is under attack.
And
Very
very
happy
importantly
coming
as
out of
well,
Is under
Jug
attack.
also TP'd out. So Jug does not have a TP, does not have resources, and is running back to lane on top of that. Like, outside of the Shadow Fiend having an amazing game, this is going very poorly for
More.
Minnesota.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Wait,
attack.
Sarah from CS. They do see the Jug walking in. They're going to go right for it. There's the Void. Immediate TP in from the Underlord. JP is going to run quite low here. I don't know if he's quite going to find it. Magic Missile is going to bring the Jug really low. There's another kill on the Jug. He is not happy. CS going to be in a little bit of trouble. Hobbling with the creep wave. Marcy running in. And Laubon going to ignore Zach. He TP's out. He makes it.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
He gets a TP on it. Wow.
Beautiful.
They should not have killed that sentry, because if Zach was paying attention, they will just go and deward that
Dire's
right
bottom
away.
tower is under attack.
Just what the
Beautiful,
doctor
beautiful
wanted.
from Michigan. Good, very strong plays coming out on first night, as you were saying earlier.
How do you feel about this vision that the Disruptor and Marcy just placed down now? Like, I feel like it doesn't do enough for where they're trying to go.
In the top jungle?
Yeah, the top jungle and then also the triangle as well.
I mean, I think they want to just try and be aggressive, but I would onto the Night Stalker. But I would agree. I would rather be seeing Vision placed down. I don't know. Can you see my drawings over here?
I cannot see your oh,
Kind of throw it around.
I can.
I would rather see Vision down here ish, so that they can see where the Drow's farming and play aggressive down there. But Crippling Fear, level 1, finally coming out. Going to continue to be aggressive. The level 5 Disruptor is going to get gone on. Maledict into Cask. A little more damage, one more hit potentially. Probably not going to be quite enough as Day does TPM. There's going to be one hit is all that is needed to bring down the Witch Doctor. And that is going to be 1-for-0 trade favoring Minnesota.
I mean, once again, though, they're not getting big kills on Minnesota's side. I mean, looking at the deaths here, Night Stalker, 0 deaths. Void Spirit does have 2, but those are solo kills with Shadow Fiend. And then Drow died once right in the beginning. Other than that, it's just been support deaths. And while they have been dying, this Shadow Fiend has been forced to rotate every single time for it. Oh, Jug may be going down here, actually. Pigpole may have just spilled his death. Wow. Jug goes down to Drow solo.
Correct. Not a whole lot he probably could have done after getting gusted, though.
I don't think he should have pig-pulled. He should
Into
have
the
just
top
spun.
lane, CS swapping his way into death, I believe.
Yeah, they tried to
Shadow
get the
Fiend.
Underlord down, and the Shadow Fiend just, but the DD especially, he just...
Marcy in the back line. They do see her. Are they going to engage? There's no rebound yet. The dispose on the Witch Doctor. Sealy does get the cast out, but it's not going to bounce onto anyone. Rebound is going to find the kill immediately onto Sealy, spelling the death of yet another support from Michigan. But Marcy might pay the price as well with their life. One support going for one support. DD almost wearing off on the Shadow Fiend. 2 more seconds as Jin walks in trying to get a little bit of damage out onto Monkey. Laobon, very strong. It is nighttime. Static Storm being dropped. Michigan gonna do well to try and avoid it. CS getting the swap, and the Underlord Eris will find the Magic Missile into Void, dying. Zach walking away with just a little bit of health. The glimpse coming out from the Disruptor is going to put Zach right into the grave. Big fight.
It is, but once again, this Drow, just still farming. Does not have a single care in the world besides getting last hits. Because even though the Shadow Fiend has been having an amazing game, Drow is only 1 level behind right now. And let's see net worth as well. Not even 100 gold behind. Yeah. Like, this is... I am very happy that they did get the tier 1 top, because it didn't really feel like they had an option of grabbing the tier 1 bottom on UMN. I think that was a relatively good move, trying to open up the map a little bit more, because have vision down there.
Yeah, this triangle ward here is now pretty good, because they will see these stacks being made. And now with that tower gone, it's much safer to go play into there. This middle tower sitting at 500 health does allow UMN to make some plays in, and while they're 4 deaths behind, they're barely 1,000 gold underneath Michigan, and they're keeping the pressure up.
Yeah, I do like that quite a bit. I'm honestly kind of surprised that Michigan is even taking the time.
Smoke is going to break. They are going to spot him. Sealy can get caught in a little bit of an awkward position. He does have ulti. Cask gonna drop. No bounces. Rebound. Dispose. And Sealy is going to drop a little bit low. One more hit. The glimpse will make sure that Eris... Oh, with the 1!
12 HP!
Eris has to walk in a little bit further. Oh, it's Monkey. I've been calling him Eris and Monkey interchangeably. All series. Interesting. Remnant. Not going to connect onto Monkey. He's going to walk away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Almost great with that one. Almost got him away.
Yeah.
And there's another DD. Michigan don't see it. Oh, Day is so happy while Jug is happily pushing down the bottom lane, allowing himself to slowly crawl back into this game from bottom of the net worth. About to catch up with Jim, but in the mid lane, Zach is going to drop down without even getting to ult. Jim, Remnant not quite going to connect onto Marcy. And Day is going to get this middle tier 1 for free, opening up into that triangle. Leo very heads up, clearing out those stacks before. Dire march their way right on in. I see there's nothing.
Oh, the portal coming in.
They're going to rip onto Leo. Gust going to keep one back, but Laobon in a little bit of a sticky situation. Going to turn right back around with that Echo Saber. Requiem of Soul's not able to push him away fast enough, but they're going to look to turn this around and get some more. Jin is walking in. There's the Remnant. Steps onto the Shadow Fiend. Dispose going to try to pull him away a little bit. He's doing quite a bit of damage. Laobon is going to drop a Day. Getting multi-shotted. Going to lose his life in the process. Well, Zach, good swap. No, nothing hold back. Sealy gonna make sure that he faces defeat as well. 4 heroes going down, only having to lose Laobon in the process.
That is a
Big gold
1300
swing.
gold swing. Yeah. I mean, that was a bold move trying to go in on Drow when you know Night Stalker has all, and you're diving under the like pretty close to the tier 2. Like that was an interesting decision. Let's put it that way.
Still fairly even though, with the Jug climbing again. He's now past. He's past Jin. He's crawling up to his Underlord. And Laobon is not maintaining this lead that he had.
I like this movement top on the Drow though.
Fine,
they
there's
can
the
get
rebound.
the
Dispose. Second root is going to come in, and the static storm is going to stop the multi-shot. Make sure that Swatilla doesn't even die. That's a big kill.
That was a very, very well done heads up play from UMN, just to realize that, okay, they killed all of us top. They will not be expecting us to come back top instantly because the Drow would most likely be farming under this tier 1 tower. That was just a very, very good read on Leo, or like from UMN onto Leo.
Yeah. I really like this Atos on Eris against Jin and the Night Stalker. But I hope that the supports on UMN decide to start picking up 4 staff soon. There's a swap on Marcy in the mid lane. Gonna drop quite low Maledict, and Void will make sure that they die.
I do like how basically every time this Venge swap is off cooldown, they just try and get some sort of kill with it, because it's such an immense amount of burst coming out from Michigan, and even if they don't have that initial burst, Maledict will most likely kill anything that does get swapped in. Oh, getting the tier 1 top as well. Finally getting that main objective down, hopefully opening up the jungle for Leo a little bit. Take the pressure off of him.
Let's see. Oh, the 4 staff coming out on Disruptor. They know what they're doing. They're going to look to smoke up, most likely. No, they're going to rift in into top. They do have the vision. They're going to see there's some heroes there. Not going quite to connect to anyone with Pit and Malice, but they're going to find Jin, an even juicier target. Going to drop quite low. Zach is going to Magic Missile on today, but Sealy is going to try and walk away. The Doctor, is he going to port away?
No!
Oh, the glimpse.
Oh my god.
But in the bottom lane, Laobon, he sees the Jug, he's walking away. Jug does get the ulti off, but it's going to be enough to keep him alive. Laobon probably won't take out 1-2 hits.
It's
And
a
if he will
healing ward on
claim
top
the
of
healing
that.
ward as well. That's huge for him.
Every time he
That's
dropped
his
a
blink
healing
dagger.
ward down. Oh, that is so good. Night Stalker Shard coming out next. Okay, cool. How do you feel about this Night Stalker Shard? I'm just curious for the people, you know?
I have never bought it. I have never bought it ever. I've never ever bought it ever. That said, it seems nice to have something that can give you some more health. Being able to target Ancients during the nighttime seems good, but I don't see a reason to buy it over a BKB early, because if I'm steamrolling an enemy team, I'm going to think, how can I steamroll them harder? And that is not going to be restore some of my health and mana. that is not, and if I'm behind, it's definitely not restore some of my health and mana.
Oh, interesting point at the end there.
Like, I've never seen a reason to buy it over something else.
That's completely understandable. It's I don't know. I feel like it's highly situational. Like, maybe if there's a hero, like if you're playing against a Beastmaster or something, I can see it being
sure.
really
If you're
good.
against a Beastmaster, if you're against a Chen,
Yeah, an Enchantress. Yeah. I feel like this game doesn't justify it enough, potentially, because I would love to see a BKB on this Night Stalker. If he gets like a 25-minute BKB, there, UMN doesn't.
Or
they
just
can't
rush
fight.
Abyssal. Fuck it. Sorry.
I mean,
Apologies.
true.
Sorry, Tim.
Abyssal would just kill some people real hard this game, especially getting on top of that Shadow Fiend. If they just, Shadow Fiend does have the BKB though. I don't know if he had it last engagement. I don't believe he did.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So what are we looking at for items though? Jug going Maelstrom Shard. Interesting decision here. Or Yasha Shard, I guess. Lots of shards coming out this game.
Do you see JP in the top lane?
Oh,
There's
they're
the
gonna
Rift.
try
They're
and
gonna
go
look
for it.
for him. One hero. There's the Atos following up with the Pit of Malice right there. If he had that BKB, sorry. Static Storm into the rebound. Dispo's gonna follow up. Make sure that Laobon does die.
Oh, what? This Jug is having a rough game. Wow, 0 and 7 on him. Currently rocking the same level as your
Zach.
Underlord. Getting
me,
the
boys.
salt flowing on
Hit me,
salt. I do
boys.
like that. I do like that. You know, a little bit of return tipping never hurt anyone. Not toxic. Simply appreciating the plays being made this game. You know.
Dire's middle tower is
I
under
mean, this
attack.
Jug, lower net worth than the Night Stalker. I feel like he needs to be playing a lot safer, even taking the tome just because he's that far behind.
Dire's middle tower is under
What would
attack.
you do if you were in this Jug's position? Like, how do you actually recover this game? You just go hit some Ancients, farm your own jungle? Like, what do you do here? Because I feel like pushing lane is not the move since he's died twice in bot now.
I mean, you need this Manta. You need this Manta, but honestly, you probably go Shard and try to fight with them at this point.
Just because of how strong the Shadow Fiend is and you just need some sort of catch up.
I mean, I have to imagine, because you're losing on both fronts here.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Especially, I feel like Jug should have won
They're
with
gonna
the
get the
Shadow
8 Sos into the Pit of Malice onto Jhin. He's going to just step out, though.
I mean, this Yules. I know they didn't
Glimpse
use
back
Yules.
into the Pit of Malice. Oh!
Doesn't even matter. Oh, the
Good
static field
dissimulate.
dropped. Static storm dropped as well. Oh, and the tip.
Yeah.
The tip coming out.
Got some toxic, got some waste coming out here.
I mean, I don't know
OG Gaming.
why drop the why drop the static storm if you're on disruptor? You know this void has a Yules and is just void spirit.
Is Yules stop Glimpse though?
I am pretty
I
sure
don't
it
think
does.
so.
Does it not?
I don't think so. We got another rift coming in. They are gonna find the Drow Ranger, but there's 3 heroes there. I don't think they know quite what they're getting into. He's gonna try to rift back out, but it's not gonna be enough. Swap will cancel it. Meanwhile, Marcy hobbling back and forth, gonna try to find the kill on the Sealy, but it's not quite gonna be there. 2 heroes dying, and this Jug has to TP out. He does make it.
Radiant's bottom
There's no
tower
swamp.
is under attack.
You know, I do generally like what UMN is trying to do with this rift, make these aggressive plays, especially because they did have the ward down there. I feel like they're not getting enough. I feel like they're going too fast into these plays. If they just slow it down, get the vision, you could always collapse behind someone once the supports start moving in. And I think they're focusing too hard on this Drow when she's already way too far ahead to be killed at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you want to kill the Drow, you probably have to get rid of this Venge and the Witch Doctor.
Exactly, because if Venge is not dead, that Drow is not going to die.
And Leo has Pike up, he's going BKB, he has Manta. He has so much to stop himself from getting killed.
Yeah, exactly. It feels like not really wasted attempts. It just feels like poor targeting. Poor targeting in fights.
I feel like the only solid way to make sure that she dies is a really, really good Requiem.
Yes. And even then, those are super hard to set up just because of how much Michigan has in the way of disable. I mean, Witch Doctor, Cask, Void Spirit, Aether Remnant, Venge,
And ulti.
Stun, and
on
Swap.
not ulti, sorry, Crippling Fear. Oh,
Fear.
step in, looking for this Jug. Again, he's not going to get the spin off. There's the Crippling Fear. He doesn't have a silence. He doesn't know where to get away. Cross
Why?
down immediately.
Drawing coming out from Brown across the river. I'm assuming this is telling Jug where not to go. Disruptor is angry. I don't know. I'm hoping Tim can see this on the minimap as well.
You can definitely see it.
That border on the river is coming through to the stream like a Picasso.
and this is just a free roach for Michigan. Now, even if they think they can kill Drow, I mean, do you even give this Aegis to Drow? Does it need it? Okay.
Yeah, you
Yep.
get the Drow.
You could probably push high ground off of this potentially. Get that tier 2 top, just keep going.
I would say so. I don't know, man. Maybe this jug needs a BKB. You hate to see it. What happened?
I just got some
Little
intel.
friendly
I just got some
shipping.
intel. Night Stalker Shard can apparently kill couriers. Not sure if this is true or not, but
Not relevant either. Does not make it that much better.
I mean,
You
still,
know what
still
else
funny
Night
though.
Stalker can kill couriers with? Blink Dagger Echo Saber, which he already has.
I'm just saying I got some interesting intel to justify this purchase, you know? Yeah,
That's what Zach would say. It's good. It can kill couriers. I promise. It's good.
Oh man, I
There's
mean,
the
we'll be
BKB.
seeing even though the Night Stalker did go for the shard instead of a straight BKB, this is still going to be relatively fast for how many items he has. Especially just some of that Echo Saber. Oh, here we go. Pushing down the tier 2 already. There's literally nothing that can stop him.
They had a fort.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Why didn't they use it? I mean, even though it doesn't matter a ton, they still would have gotten the tower. It's still,
And you would have gotten it back.
yeah, it's still a few extra seconds. I mean, you have to take advantage of those. when you
Every
can get 'em.
second counts in this
Exactly.
beloved video game.
And you know, I feel like casting really shows that off because when you're not playing the game, you just
Okay. Sealy will get found dropping Static Storm to ensure there is some hero dying in Michigan, but this is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. You find a kill and you drop whatever you need to do to make sure that they die.
Radiant's bottom
you know,
tower
I really
is
like
under
that
attack.
because slows down their push a little bit, stalls the Aegis push even more.
Exactly.
Looking at only 3 minutes left on Aegis, by the time Witch Doctor is up and back with the team, they'll be down to close to like 2:30ish left, and you know, at that point, that's a good chunk of the Aegis just wasted right there. Or maybe not wasted, but at
There's
least
another drawing from
stalled.
Brown. Like, this is where they are. He knows.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Jug, do not go there.
Oh,
I
this
think
is
that's what
not
he's
for
saying.
you. This area, not for you. Your area, over here.
Radiant structure.
Oh, Shard coming out on Drow as well. Oh no, Healing Ward will do nothing. I didn't even consider that being that good. But yeah, like regen reduction per stack, 10%. If you get that and a Scotty on Drow, they're not. Healing Ward will do nothing.
I always thought it was so interesting that in Dota, there's hypothermia stacks. Like, I don't know. There's just something about the fact that we have hypothermia stacks has always just, to me, been like, all right, I don't know.
Nah, I get it. I get it. Dota has some very weird stuff. I mean, you have literal time gods fighting like
True.
sentient
Dire's middle
squirrels.
tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And like an ancient god fabricator of the universe is literally just a scarab.
Yeah. Pushing this tier 2 though on Radiant, they can get 2 tier 2s out of this. They even have time to pressure high ground, I feel like, with this Aegis. As long as they don't get too greedy. They could also just rotate bot, get all 3 tier 2s off the map with 1 Aegis. That would be really, really well done.
I mean, Jug is... he's crawling back. He's third in the net worth now.
True, true. I mean, with this level 18, another point into Omni Slash, that's always good. You get that Mjolnir.
There's the
a lot
rebound
of damage
into a
coming out.
dispose. It might be enough. He does bring down Jin.
Oh!
Good stun stacking.
You know, UMN doing a great job at recovering. Michigan overstepping their... Oh.
CS does find Zach. Sorry. CS does find the Jug. Is he gonna get the swap off? It does stop the TP. 3 heroes jumping down. Oh, there's 4. That's a dead Juggernaut. Dropping absolutely everything.
Wow. I mean, still, all things considered though, I think UMN does come out on top of that just because they do get the Void Spirit. And Jug, he's above the Void Spirit and net worth now. The only thing standing in the way, this Drought is an animal though. 5k above next highest on UMN. It's tough to come back from, but UMN is definitely making the plays they need to recover some space, get their cores some more farm that's necessary. Also, somebody did a little bit of research. Yules does not stop glimpse, so
Thank you to your mole.
of course. Let's.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I did not think it did. I'm pretty sure the only way you can stop it is with BKB or something that literally removes you from the game, like a banish and not a cyclone.
That is so weird. Because I guess it isn't dispellable, is it? Yeah, so it can't be dispelled, so Yules shouldn't do anything, I guess. That's weird.
Yeah, it's
And
an interesting interaction. Leo is just so strong, going right in for that butterfly. They're going to look for Jin again in the middle lane. The dispose is going to land.
Ooh.
Losing Voice Spirit once again, but Laubon, he's going to jump in. There's no call. He doesn't need it.
Oh, going on the Shadow Fiend as well. Not even. Oh, getting the BKB off.
Going to try and turn around. There's no Requiem, but there is a lot of damage. The bench does go down, turning around, finding Laubon as well.
Oh my
Leo
god.
going to run and try and get some damage. But Day is alive and healthy. There's going to be a buyback from the bench. He's going to try and get into this fight. Senses some kind of danger. BKB from Leo going to try to push himself away. The Maledict will make sure that Eris dies, but Marcy going in? Not quite going to be enough. There's the Ogre Steel Totem from the Jug, Manta-ing to try and get his hands onto the Drow. CS sitting idly by. They're going to run forward. There's no... Oh, but the good swap from CS. Going to make sure that his Drow does stay alive. One more hit from Drow. He's going to push himself forward. Day will go down, but a little bit more damage. If he can get forward, there's no Ogre Steel Totem. Gust.
Oh no! Don't do it to him, Leo.
He's chasing him. He's chasing him. There's the tip.
Oh no! That was.
Oh, but the Static Storm. It doesn't even bring him down. Wait, did he get glimpsed?
Yeah, he got glimpsed out of it.
Oh. And a regen rune. Oh, that was almost so good for Minnesota.
That was so greedy. That was like UMN had that fight. They should have just let the Drow go at that point because you don't have any good lockdown with the two heroes you have left, and you know that Venge is up, and did not use swap in that fight. Or if Venge did use swap, it was a long time ago. I mean,
there's Laubon. He does know. Leo with the good gust coming in. Laubon's going to run in and try and clean up Eris. There's no other heroes on the side of Minnesota right now. They're going to disengage.
oh man, I really loved what Minnesota was doing until that chaser. It was too much, you know.
A really solid fight. Almost brought them back into the game. It was very, very close.
I think if they let Drow go, they would be back in the game, to be honest. That Jug got so much out of that fight, would have gotten so much money. Same for Shadow Fiend, because Shadow Fiend, with that sidekick, Shadow Fiend is tough to take down. I mean, that's basically a free Satanic form at this point.
Yeah.
Because it gives, what, 50% life steal and a bonus damage?
Salt in the bottom lane. Swap is not quite going to be there. He's even going to try and smoke to get there just a little bit faster.
I like the attempt, to be honest.
I love it. I love it. I'm all for it.
Alright, is there... Okay, what items are coming up for UMN that could change this game around?
Like,
is there
Marcy
anything?
is interesting. Halberd is pretty good on Eris. But I don't know. I would like to see a BKB on the Jug. I'm not joking. I honestly feel like BKB would not be terrible, but I understand he needs to do some more damage. The Mjolnir is not bad. It's just kind of a sticky situation.
I feel like what should have happened here is potentially the BKB over Manta, even.
They're gonna smoke up from UMN. I don't know if they know that this Roche is happening. I don't think they do. And it's going fast. They don't have time to wait. It's already over. They're gonna get there, but just a little bit too late. They might be able to turn, find a kill. They're gonna go for it.
Hard.
Oh, but the gut! It stops them dead in their tracks. Marcy dropping really, really low from the get-go. Day walking away, not quite gonna be able to Requiem. And Leo running a truck all over them, running straight up, and a good swap. Make sure the Jug will die as well. No buyback on the Marcy. What?
Oh my god!
Wow.
Leo with the BM! Oh no!
Fuck two women! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm loving what I'm seeing. I won't even lie. Inside all of us,
God!
there is a toxic player, and we are seeing it. You do not
Animals!
tip Michigan and expect to get away with it. Oh my god, I love it. In the official game as well, there is no mercy here.
Radiant structures
I'm
Oh, I
afraid I'm
wish I was
gonna. I'm afraid
playing
I'm gonna be
this
talking
season.
to admins soon.
under attack.
Oh, that's true. Have fun with
I'm
that.
gonna have to. Someone's gonna probably be like, "Hey, yo." Oh my god.
Middle barracks has fallen.
Oh.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
I mean, we did talk to CS before this game starts, and the one thing he said is, we will only be toxic if you tip first. And they did tip first. You do not tip this team unless you're planning on
Holy
destroying
cow.
them into the ground. You do not tip them
Oh
otherwise.
my god.
I mean, you know, what it was just casual advice, you know. Drow is up by 11k at this point.
Drow.
This jug nearly
Oh
died
my
again.
god. Leo. Oh my lord.
I wish I was playing this season. Oh my god, I'd be having so much fun.
Oh, we're having a great time here.
That's very true. You know,
We're having a good
as much as I miss playing,
Dire's top tower
Dota is so much more fun of a game to watch than play. And you know,
Leo jumping right in. He doesn't care. He's got the Aegis. He doesn't. Yeah, he does. He's just gonna keep on pounding. There's no disruptor. Death Ward gonna stave them off a little bit, keep them away.
Dire's
Leo's
top
just gonna
tower
bonk on that tower. Blinking up. Swift Blink gonna get some more damage. Gonna run a little bit low. Venture's no swap, 7 seconds. If Minnesota really wants to get it going, now is the time. But Laubon's gonna jump in. He's not even BKB. He's just gonna keep punching. Drow doing so much damage. Blink up. There's the swap. Not gonna be used to save the Drow. Gonna be used to kill the Jug. I'm expecting more tips. I'm expecting more BM. Come on. Give
Come on,
it
let's
to
see a little
me.
bit
I'm
more.
hungry. A little
on.
bit more, boys.
the casters need the BM. Where is it, Leo? Where is it? I know you want to do this.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And they're still not calling it. They refuse to call this game. Even
Hey, is gonna
will they
get
the-
spotted.
They have dust. They do have dust and a sentry on the witch doctor. They just
Dire's middle
okay. They
tower
don't care.
has fallen.
All right,
Dire's
well,
middle
that sounds
tower
fun.
is under attack.
They don't care. They're gonna end it.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh my lord. Keep it
PMA.
PMA! Keep it
Sorry,
PMA! Caught your courier! Oh
and Void
my
Spirit being
God.
the nice person that he is.
Jin. Well, Jin is. I appointed Jin captain, so very, very fitting from him. Wow. All right. A very clean second game from Michigan. With a little bit of dirty mannerisms. Not the cleanest socially, but I'm gonna. Oh, Zach is just gone. Okay, I'm gonna actually pull Zach in here real quick. We'll get a quick little post game interview going.
You might want to
Before
let
we
him know
end
ahead
this.
of time.
I'm just gonna. Zach, you are on air, okay? You are on air. Welcome. We are going to drop a very brief interview.
Oh God,
I have because I have decided that this is what we're gonna do every game. We're gonna pull someone in.
okay.
Can you tell us a little bit about your thoughts in that second game? I loved your swaps, by the way.
Thank you. It was, I don't know, we saw the disruptor at the beginning. We thought we needed something to save. Honestly, we didn't really need it. The disruptor didn't do like anything, to be completely honest. But it was just kind of a game where we let the Drow farm a ton, and then we play around the Night Stalker ult and nighttime, and we just run at them and kill them over and over
Served
again.
him up the Leo special.
Pretty much.
That top lane for the first 9 minutes, unbelievable, beautiful.
We figured out we figured out in game 1 when their +1 was playing Bloodseeker, he was a little trigger happy. And he was very aggressive when he played. So in game 2 when he was playing Jug, he just like kept spinning over and over again. Like
You
way
killed
too
him every
early.
time.
Yeah, it was just you
That was
punished him
very
for
good
it.
recognition. I did enjoy watching that lane quite a bit. Very well played
That
to
was a
all
lot
of
of
you
fun.
guys.
Thank you.
How did it feel to not play Snapfire for the first time? Or I guess you did play the Rubik.
It's only 2 out of 4 games I've played Snap.
Sure,
It was
sure.
nice. It was nice. I
nice.
wasn't expecting the bench, honestly, until it was like, I think we were going between Venge and Omni, and I
Cool.
like Venge more just because I like stuns. So
Amazing.
I mean,
Um,
we were very confused about where that was going. We could have seen that going anywhere besides
Anywhere?
a 2 roll. I'm
Yeah.
very, very glad it went to you, though.